Okay, to be a polynomial function, remember, we're really looking at our x's, and as long as the power is a positive integer, right, counting number, then it's a polynomial. So for example, we can have x to the 5th plus x to the 4th plus 5. You cannot have x to the negative 3rd. You can't have negative exponent. You cannot have an exponent that's a variable. It's got to be x as the base, and the power has to be positive. Now, when you look here, when you don't have a variable, you say the degree is 0. It's called constant because it's y equals a number. It's a horizontal line. When the degree is 1, above the x, you could put a 1 there, meaning the degree is 1. It's the highest power. There's 1x. Degree 1, it's linear. These are just sample equations. Quadratic, you look at the power. You look at the highest power. So the highest degree is 2. That's quadratic. For the next one, highest degree is 3, so it's degree 3 cubic. For the next one, the degree is 4. Degree 4 is quartic. To write in standard form, make sure that the term with the highest exponent comes first. So it's 2x cubed plus x squared minus 1. The degree is 3. Type then is cubic. Leading coefficient is the number only, in front of the leading term. Constant is the last number, the number by itself. Okay, for direct substitution, this notation is telling us what we're going to be plugging into the equation in the x spot. So we're going to be plugging in 2 wherever we see x. So f of 2, I'm just telling someone what I'm plugging in for x, equals all of this. Make sure you do order of operations. So it's 2 to the 4th first, which is 16. You could 2 cubed first, which is 8. Then most of you are good from there. 2 times 16 is 32. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 1. And we just go left to right, and we end up with 63. So f of 2 equals 63. You did not divide by 2. This is essentially saying y is 63. Okay, you're just telling someone what you had plugged in. When I look at this, I know that the ordered pair is 263, meaning someone plugged this in, and this is what they got out. This is what the answer is when 2 is plugged in. For synthetic substitution, we're going to plug in the x equals number. So the negative 1 is over here on the outside. Whatever the degree is, we make one more slot than the degree. So since the degree is 4, we make 5 slots. The numbers in front of the variables go in the slots. So in front of x to the 4th is a 1. In front of x cubed is a 2. In front of x squared is a negative 5. In front of the x is a 4. And the constant is negative 2. You add inside, you multiply outside, and you go in and out. So when we add our first column, we start here. 1 and 0 brings us outside, gives us 1. Then we multiply. 1 times negative 1, and then an answer comes in the next slot, is negative 1. Now we add up, so 2 and negative 1 gets us 1. Now we're back outside, so we multiply. 1 times negative 1 brings us over here, gives us negative 1. Now we're inside, so we add. Negative 5 and negative 1 gets us negative 6. Now we multiply. So negative 6 times negative 1 is 6. Inside we add. 6 and 4 is 10. Outside we multiply. 10 times negative 1 gets us negative 10. We add, and we get negative 12. Whatever number is left is your answer. So this is the number that went in, and this is the number that comes out. This is what went in for x, and this is what came out, aka y. So for number 5, describing the behavior for the equation above, if we have y equals x to the 4th, we know that the leading coefficient is 1. We know the degree is 4. so it's even. You know that 1 is positive. Remember, we always start on the right-hand side first. Think right hand's dominant, so we start with your leading coefficient. Since it's a 1 and it's positive, our arrow is going to be up. Since the degree is 4, it's even. Even things are balanced. So my other arrow has to be up as well. So then in behavior, as x goes to positive infinity, meaning as we look on the right side, our graph is going up. That's why it's positive. Then as x goes to negative infinity, means on the left, our graph, the arrow is also going up. So this should be positive infinity as well.